Rhiannon, Head of Qualitative at Northstar Research, London. I think in terms of making sure that you are educating yourself constantly about the industry and about broader issues, I think to be a good researcher you have to be you have to be plugged into society and culture and to know what's going on there. So I think it's about being switched on, and particularly when you go to interviews and things like that, it'll be very important that you can demonstrate your understanding of not just marketing but of wider societal shifts and change, because ultimately that's how you get information out of the people that you need to. Okay, so someone who is notably curious about life and about the industry and about themselves, and the acknowledgement that it's about people and our job is very people oriented, and so being a people person. I think creativity is really important. People who aren't afraid to think of new ways of doing things and creative problem solvers, people who can think on their feet. Our industry tends to throw quite a lot of curveballs, and particularly in doing international research, you're not often in your home country when those curveballs hit you around the face. So people who can think on their feet. And passionate people, I think, people who really care. No would be the absolute honest answer to that. I think there is, people who have been, we would obviously look for a university degree, but in terms of what they studied, that is, everyone in this building comes from completely different disciplines. So no, I think the beauty of market research is it pulls in people from many different walks of educational life. Training qualifications, no. I think it helps if people have had some exposure to research methods within their degree, but again, I didn't, so no. I think that you just need to do everything that you can do. You need to have the passion to want to create your own path. I think what I always tell people who join us on a graduate level is, I will help you, I'll be there for you, but it's your call. You will make or break this as much as you want to, and passion and dedication will always pay off. I think it comes back to what the innate characteristic of a market researcher is, which is to be curious and to be varied and to be flexible. I think people who stand out are people who aren't afraid to say, well, why are you doing it that way? I think and I don't know necessarily what the answer is, but I think there must be another way. I'm going to go away and explore what that other way can be. So I think people who are willing and believe that there's different ways of doing things, yeah. We use freelancers, and I think they're an invaluable asset to particularly smaller companies like ourselves. I think a small company has its sort of fast and slow points over the year, although we've been quite fast quite a lot lately. But being able to pull in experienced freelancers is definitely something that we welcome and appreciate. Okay, well, experience for a freelancer, I think that's something that you have to have. The ability to, it's quite a hard thing for them to do, I think, is to come into a company and take ownership of something. But I think taking ownership, a freelancer has to take ownership in the same way that a team member would, and feel that they have got the power to do something in the same way. And being a good representative of that company, so understanding the culture of the company they're coming in to represent is really, really important too.
Source LF are London's leading creative communications and media recruitment agency. Be sure to like our video and subscribe to this channel. Take the moment to watch another of our videos on screen now.